For all of you not watching this season, you are seriously missing out. Hi guys, it's your boy Shinobi Sage here with a review for Vinland Saga Season 2 Episode 15. Let's get it. Guys, this episode was fucking fantastic, from the animation to the music and just the tone of the episode. But before I get more into that, the episode picks up with Arneas going to meet Garda, who is being imprisoned by Snake. And for obvious reasons, Snake denies her request to enter and he leaves her with one of the guards. And you know that Arneas is the baddest bitch in this season, so the guard simps for her and allows her to see Garda. And I love how throughout this entire sequence, they didn't use any music, it was just the characters speaking and the background sounds. It really immersed me into the scene, and that was a great creative decision, honestly. Arneas and Garda exchange words, and Garda tells her he's sorry for leaving her and their son and asks for her forgiveness. And guys, the way Arneas was crying was so painful to watch. Shout out to the voice actress for her performance in this episode. What made this so sad was when she told him that she was sorry, and Garda was just confused because everything that's happened to her in her life was out of her control. She lost her family and was sold into slavery, and now she's pregnant with Kettle's child. Like, she's totally innocent in this situation, only for her to suffer in this manner, both emotionally and psychologically. If only Garda knew, if only he knew. But one of the guards puts hands on Arneas to take her back to the farm, and Garda, on some Gabimaru type shit, bites and tears out the man's throat. And with Arneas seeing this with shock on her face, Garda orders her to grab the man's knife to cut him free as the other guards arrive, and she just inevitably gives in. And the shot of her looking into the sky like that just goes to show how traumatized she is, because out of the love for her husband, she wanted to set him free, but she also knows that if she does that, there'll be more violence. It's a constant cycle in Vinland Saga that those who are affected by violence will go on to cause others harm, whether directly or indirectly. We then cut to Thorfinn and Einar, who talk about the current situation, and Einar recalls what Thorfinn said about putting an end to war and slavery and asks him how exactly they're gonna do that. And guys, the direction of this scene was brilliant. Thorfinn identifies the correlation between war and slavery, and the way he talks about Norsemen and their cultural norms really goes to show his character's excellent growth during the season. He decides to go outside of his cultural norms, choosing to carry his sins, striving to become a better man, not forgetting what he has done. This is the culmination of what Askeladd told him to do a few episodes ago, back in his dream. You also have to appreciate the lighting in this scene, because when Thorfinn started talking, the atmosphere got lighter and lighter because of the sun, which reflects Thorfinn finally realizing his life's mission. But what got me was when he started saying those iconic words, far to the west, beyond the sea, and seeing that slave girl from season 1, that shit sent chills down my spine, you have no idea. Like, it's so refreshing to hear him talk about Vinland again, and we haven't heard him mention it since season 1. And now, it's not just a pipe dream, it's actually a goal to which he can strive for. He knows he can't save everyone, but he needs to save a few, the outcasts, who can live peacefully away from the bloodthirsty Viking world. Snake and his men approach Einar and Thorfinn's barn to search for Garda, and Snake is patiently waiting to kill Garda after what he's done to his men. Guys, this episode was crafted so well, as we've come to expect from Vinland Saga, and this episode had so many ups and downs, like emotionally, from the first half of the episode which dealt with Arneas, and to this episode which dealt with Thorfinn. I felt like the two themes of the episode really mesh well together, because in the first half of the episode we basically see the result of war and violence, and in the second half of the episode we see Thorfinn and Einar talking about a way to put an end to this. The direction was amazing, the artwork was brilliant. This episode, as soon as it started, I just knew that this is going to be some different episode, and it was. As a manga reader, let me tell you guys, this is where Vinland Saga actually starts, and it sounds crazy to hear that. They've been doing a great job so far this season. I would say this is one of my favorite episodes in this season, if not my favorite. Really enjoyed the Thorfinn dream episode, but I think this one has to take the cake so far. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and until next week, stay blessed.